I cheated on my husband with his brother, and I have no regrets. Story time part 2. Make sure to check out part 1 here. So, like I said, I got home and my husband was sat on the sofa waiting for us. He was bloody fuming. He asked me why I thought it was a good idea to take his brother. And I was like, well, you weren't going to come, so I wasn't just going to go on my own. But he was saying that the right thing to do would have been to discard the ticket. My husband then started to get a little bit leery and he would not calm down. The only way he would relax was if Steve was to wait outside. So Steve went and sat in the car. So at the moment, I'm in my sticking up for myself era. So I asked my husband if he'd had any girls over whilst we were in Fiji. And of course he did. And then he got really, really mad at me. And then he began to question if he was even the father of our children. Like, what? He was accusing Steve of actually being the father. He was like, they even look like him. Like, babe, your brothers, they're gonna look somewhat like him. So now he's forcing me to get a DNA test on both of our children. And after this, I straight up told him that I wanted a divorce. And I was actually shocked by how he reacted. He got so upset. Not the get up and start crying upset. More so the defeated. He lowered his head, like really disappointed. It was at this moment that he realised how much he had messed up. And not just the relationship with me. He realised that he'd ruined part of his kid's life. And he'd also done a lot of bad things to Steve as well. He then apologised. And he began begging for us to be able to work through it. And I'm not gonna lie, I really heavily considered this because I saw the guy that I'd fallen in love with in high school again. But then I stood up and realised who the fuck I was and realised there was absolutely no way in hell this man was getting another chance. He was begging me to make sure that he would be able to see his kids. And I said that that wasn't an issue, but it had to be on their terms. After this, I chucked my husband out the house. I booked him an Uber and I told him to go wherever he needed to go. He packed up his stuff and went really peacefully, actually. After that, I told my kids to go and unpack upstairs and just take some time to chill. And this meant that me and Steve could have a chat about how we were going to move forward. We spoke about everything that had happened on the trip and how special it was for us. And we decided that we were really going to give it a go at dating. But we agreed that we were going to do this once the divorce was finalised, and it would also give the kids some time to readjust as well. I told the kids that they were more than welcome to see Steve whenever they wanted to, but he wouldn't be moving in with us straight away. Okay, so some little random updates. The kids have been in therapy because I thought it'd be a good idea for them to go to it. There's been a lot of big changes recently, and they seem to be getting on really, really well. The DNA test came back, and it proved that my husband was, in fact, the father. And then during our divorce proceedings, my husband's decided that he would like to get sole custody of the kids. This being the man that called them little brats, didn't want to go on holiday with us and hasn't looked after them for the past 2 years. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.